Yes, so we're looking at this City starting 11, De Bruyne, Rodri, and Silva in the Bernardo Silva in the midfield, Mahrez and Gabriel Jesus and Foden up top. It seems to me City is playing with a false nine in Gabriel Jesus. In
Yeah.
the back line, you have Stones, Fernandinho, Laporte, Cancelo, and Edison in goal.
Yeah, welcome folks to Edivision. We have two YouTubers with us, CC from CC Sports Lab and Prima from Mr. Prima Vision. And today we'll be looking at the final day of the EPL. So game week 38, a lot of actions, a lot of things to play for. You have the title being decided today as well, top four places, Spurs battling it out with Liverpool with Arsenal for the fourth spot. Relegation battle is also hot. We have Leeds trying to stay up as well as Burnley. So it's supposed to be a good one, folks. But today's focus will be on the City game. City has it all in their hands. They need the 3 points to secure the title. But we'll also have an eye on the Liverpool Wolves games as well to see how that's going, as well as the Arsenal and the Spurs. So we'll be giving you all of the action as the goals come in. And for the fantasy persons, fantasy people out there, we got you covered. We'll be giving you the scorers as well as who got the assists. So we now have City on the attack. No Sterling today. No Grealish. But we have Foden and KDB starting.
You say Gucci man not playing today.
Who?
Gucci man.
No.
Grealish that one. $100 million.
So Foden got the player of the year, young player of the year. What do you guys think about that? Deserved?
I mean, to be honest, I think they probably gave Foden the young player of the year based off the performance of Manchester City. Because I never thought he outplayed Mason Mount from Chelsea. Mason Mount statistically out has done better statistically, but if you're not looking at the raw stats only, you can know that Mason Mount's goals has contributed to more points than Foden contribution to Manchester City. And based on the fact that Mason Mount has been vital in Chelsea climbing their way to finishing the top four, I would say that depending on the importance that Mason Mount's goals and assists weighed in on
You sound like a Chelsea fan. You sound like a true Chelsea fan.
But overall, though, I don't think. I just think that based on everything that I saw, I would have given Mason Mount the award. And also, I think Saka would have been, if Saka got it,
Saka.
even though he played more matches, I think based on the contribution that he was asked to do at Arsenal this season as a youngster, he was asked to carry a much heavier load than even a Mason Mount or a Phil Foden. Because in Phil Foden's system, there's a lot of other players that can carry the system. But in Arsenal's team right now, the strength of the team is very young, and I think Saka was asked to do a bit more than his counterparts.
So you're basically saying Saka should get it then?
But that's why I was saying I wouldn't have an issue if Saka got it or if Mason Mount got it. But
Saka,
I don't
yeah.
understand. I would think it would be Mason Mount, Saka, and then Phil Foden.
Right, we have City on the attack here. I think still 0-0 in all of the games, no goals as yet.
Sorry about that. So far, eyes on. Hold on there. Only have eyes on the Tottenham and Norwich game. Still 0-0 there, so.
All right. Score update, guys. Currently, Liverpool is losing by a goal to nil from Wolverhampton. Neto
Wow.
goal in the 3rd minute. So so things are nice,
Staggering.
News must be coming over in the Etihad right now.
So news should be getting across to the Etihad. Yeah, news should be getting across the Etihad at this time. Who got the assist for the Neto goal?
Yeah.
Who got the assist?
I don't see any stats yet.
Okay.
I'm looking at the lineup. Usually you can tell from this.
So Liverpool down early in this one.
Yeah, but I would expect them to come back. We've seen them do that
They've
a
been
couple of
coming
times
back.
this season. Yeah, we've seen them.
Yeah, even the last game going down to 1-0 to Southampton.
Yeah, what we see happening now is that a lot of teams getting leggy. So there can be surprise results as well.
Definitely.
Yeah. Still 0-0 in the Tottenham match. No goals anywhere else as yet. But most matches are in the 6th minute, 5th or 6th minute.
6 minutes, yeah. So as you know, all the games kicked off at the same time.
Yeah.
But so Eddie, what do you expect? Because remember, Salah is not in the Liverpool's lineup, so you
Salah is on
know
the bench, I think.
he's on the bench, and you know that the golden boot race is still on as well, which
But I think
which
Salah
doesn't bode
maybe
well
gave up.
for
I think
Arsenal.
he gave up on that. I think he gave up on that because he got bench a couple of games well. Um, I don't think. I think Klopp definitely looking out for the team and looking out for the rest of fixtures. Have big games coming up. So Klopp don't really care about Salah's goal scoring. You know, he decided when to rest Salah when necessary, and has been doing that over the past couple of games. So
What's the
Son is
latest on the
there. Son is, I
contract?
think, believe 2 goals behind or 3 goals behind.
A goal behind. Son is
He still
21
haven't
goals.
signed a contract as yet. A goal behind.
Yeah, Son is 21 goals. Salah is 22 goals, so Son is a goal behind. So one goal and the
Son could
award is
easily
shared.
pass him
Yeah.
today.
And then you have the great
Yeah.
Cristiano Ronaldo, 4 goals behind. We write him off.
Yeah, right,
No,
man.
no, he's not playing. He's not in the squad.
Is that in
He's
the
not in the
squad?
squad for United today.
Remember
No,
there's
not
a
in the
laugh.
game.
Remember
Cavani getting the start.
remember the man in Cavani. Cavani is still at Manchester.
Yeah, Cavani. Remember, it's a farewell, the farewell game for Cavani.
Remember the easy the people
Chance there
say.
for City, but the backup Villa keeper comes and collect. So City in a comfortable position right now, knowing that if the results remain the same, they're the champions. But they still will be gunning to get the goals. But as it
Without a
stands,
doubt.
City are the champions.
So you know that
Without a doubt.
there's a trophy at Anfield and there's a trophy at Manchester right now.
At
Let's
at
left to
Etihad,
who can
yeah.
open
Just
this
in case.
champagne just in case.
Yeah, I remember.
Remember guys.
I remember seasons past, they had to fly the trophy. They had a
Yeah,
helicopter on standby, ready to fly over the trophy to the other
I know.
stadium. But now they started to have 2 trophies.
They have two trophies with the same engravings and stuff because what happened in that sometime I think because the champion has to bring in the trophy 3 weeks before
Yeah.
the final day. But you remember
Oh,
when
so it's what?
Manchester
So them
was
have a
getting
dummy. It's a dummy trophy them have now.
no man is an exact replica. Two of them are two
One team would have a
replica.
dummy trophy.
Basically one a dummy trophy will
Oh,
end up
oh, oh.
in one at
For
one location.
presentation reasons, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
And
At
But
then
one ground.
you get the real deal.
Yeah.
Yeah, so the Wolves Liverpool game is the
Mm-hmm.
only game that have a goal in it so far. 10 minutes into all the
That have a
games.
goal.
Yeah.
Good. Good.
10 minutes into all the
So
games.
chance here for Villa. Ball in the box cleared away. It's still nervous at the Etihad. Don't look like a party atmosphere. I think the fans are still waiting for that first goal.
wait, when City went into this game and how much points again? Because I'm trying to update this table. Well, speed, you know, give me the live too. Yeah, but I think
So player
if
down
City,
for Villa.
oh, in order for City to
Let
win the
me take a
league,
switch.
though, if City, if this result holds, both result holds, then City is champion. However, if Liverpool starts leading, then it's a whole different ballgame.
Still early
Yeah,
though.
yeah.
Still early though.
Mm-hmm. So I'm now on the Wolves game, Liverpool game. Liverpool building from the back
Yeah,
Let's just
Liverpool just picking up a little
without
momentum
Salah.
and edging the possession. 55 to 44%.
Yeah. But this Wolves team is a dangerous team as well, isn't it? So
Yeah, man, solid team.
they can spoil the party.
Still trying to get some eyes on the simulcast, but nothing yet.
that was a dangerous error by the goalkeeper. Can't have he can't
There's a
even.
goal from Chelsea. Chelsea 1-up
Kai Havertz,
against Watford.
the German, hold them.
Yeah,
Yeah,
and Chelsea been dominant in this game so far.
seems like we'll be
Yeah,
Five
fine.
so
shots to
points
zero.
for the Havertz owners, points.
Yeah.
Remember that Watford is already down. I know.
Yeah, 83% possession to
It
17.
seems Watford has
Mm-hmm.
sent the academy to the match today.
Yeah.
Yeah, and no faster in goal for Watford, the number one keeper.
Oh, so that was an assist from Kennedy. Kennedy who has been not
Kennedy,
getting much game
that's the
time.
Brazilian midfielder.
Yeah, the Brazilian wing back.
Uh, or the wing back, yeah. Still nil all between Crystal Palace and United, Man United, at Sellers Park. Newcastle Burnley still nil all.
You want me to go through all the scores so far? Unmute yourself.
Yeah, man, go ahead, Prim.
Yeah, right. So with 14 minutes gone in most of the games, Crystal Palace, Manchester United, nil all. Arsenal, Everton, nil all. Chelsea, 1. Watford, 0. Leicester City, 0. Southampton, 0. Brentford, 0. Leeds, 0. Burnley and Newcastle also scoreless. Same thing in the City Aston Villa game. Norwich and Tottenham. Liverpool still trailing, 15 minutes gone, 1-0 at home to Wolves. Brighton and West Ham still nil all. So not much going on in the first 15 minutes of
Yeah,
the final weekend. Not much fireworks yet, but still
yeah,
early
but
in the
I think
first.
we expect. I'm still expecting a lot of goals doing it because in the final game you always have tired
Yeah,
legs, as I said earlier, and it's the last game, so teams putting on a show for the fans, the home fans. So we expect a lot of goals. Usually, historically, there's a lot of goals in the final game,
yeah,
a lot of big scores. But so far as a tight affair,
extremely.
every place count in the table, every place count. So teams want to move up a spot or to remain in a position because there's money attached to each position.
Yeah, and the only person that has the only
Big up Tigat.
yeah the only talking point so far is the fact that Liverpool is trailing. That's the major talking point this morning. But like I
Yeah.
said, we fully expect them to rectify that.
So Louis creating a chance there, just cross the face of the goal. Nobody was there for Liverpool to tap it in.
Yeah,
So
okay.
Liverpool creating chances. I think they should find the equalizer sooner than later.
Yeah, they should.
I think Liverpool finding an equalizer should spur the City game into
Yeah,
a bit more.
KDB pushing it for City.
Tottenham has scored.
Oh wow,
Kulicevic has scored in the 16th minute.
that not not good news. Not good news for Arsenal fans across the world.
Yeah, but on a realistic level still.
Primo gone
Yeah, we
realistic
expect it.
now.
We
Yeah, man, on
expect
a
this.
realistic level, man.
But the
You
It's
expect
question,
Norwich to
Norwich.
beat Tottenham?
It's Norwich. We expect this.
Yeah, you can't expect Norwich to beat
but the
Tottenham.
question,
Only
the
a
question
miracle.
is, the
Yeah,
question
Only
man.
a
is now,
miracle.
Primo. That's why
Yeah.
I asked you the question earlier when I was saying that. Do you think Arsenal, based on the fact that they had it in
Yeah.
their hands by beating Chelsea, by winning some big games
Yeah.
and are going on a good run, then do you think they deserve to be in the Champions League? On your basis, you're a
Put it
fan of
this
the
way.
team, but
Put it this way. Um, is it a matter of do they deserve it more than anybody else, or does anybody else deserve it more than them? Let's be honest. The people who are chase for the top four, the amount of time it switch hands is a raffle. So it's not like anybody deserve it more than
Yeah, yeah,
anybody else. You understand? It up for grabs is who want to take it, and who take
yeah.
it deserve it. You know what I mean?
yeah. Yeah,
But
who take it exactly?
Yeah.
Who in the position definitely deserve it. They
Yeah,
can't
because if
really
you look
fault
at
it.
it, look at how many times
But it was
both
there for
Arsenal
everybody.
and yeah, both Arsenal and Tottenham, you look on them and say, no man, they're definitely out of this now.
yeah,
And then either team go up on a run where them just lose 3 match straight. You know what I mean? Yeah, so
Yeah,
but I'm
it's
just
a lot of,
thinking. I was
yeah,
thinking about it
because
from the
Arsenal
point of.
should have been out of it long ago. You know.
yeah, man. From before they went on that run, and then the run put them back in a position
Yeah,
for
yeah,
to. But it's funny because they lost all of the matches that you would expect them to win. I wouldn't call
Yeah,
them
and
much
one
an
the
easy
matches,
match.
some of the matches
yeah.
that you
Those
would have
three
expected.
games, the three
Yeah,
games against Brighton, Crystal
yeah,
Palace, and I
yeah.
don't
So
remember what. Those three games are very vital.
yeah, and similar thing with Tottenham, they dropped a lot of points that you wouldn't expect them to drop. You know what I mean? Because at one point,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
both teams were threatening Chelsea, but the lack of consistency
Yeah, for
cost.
that third spot.
Yeah, well, the lack of consistency cost them.
Hmm.
So it's really you deserve what you work for. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So City nil, Aston Villa nil at the Etihad. No breakthrough as yet. Kind of an open game so far. Not a lot of chances though, I must say, from City. But they have a lot of the ball, as
Yeah.
usual, as you would expect.
I see a lot of the games you can't really watch them over the internet. When we do a quick check
I'm
around
seeing
the
most of the games except I'm not seeing the Tottenham game and the Arsenal game.
I saw some of the
That's
Tottenham
that's
game,
not
but
on flow, but I'm seeing the other games.
okay. Leeds has scored on Brentford.
Wow.
Yeah, man.
Another big goal there, this time in
Yeah.
the relegation battle.
Gelhardt in the 19 minute for
I
Leeds.
believe Gillard. Yeah, I
Yeah,
think that would if results remain the same,
yeah.
because that Burnley is still joints. I think that result could push. leads to safety.
Yeah.
Callum Wilson, 28th minute goal for Newcastle over Burnley. So that was a penalty.
All right,
And
Callum
so,
Wilson. So
penalty.
Leeds has scored. Burnley,
So Burnley in
Burnley.
some deep trouble now.
yeah, man, Burnley. I don't see that score reflect here yet. Let me update that. Let's check a look at the table. All right. Burnley in some trouble. So Leeds would have stepped above them with that, with the happenings now.
Yeah,
Remember, I remember saying to someone with this Newcastle team, I was saying to them that this Newcastle team will not be relegated. When everyone was jumping and then so much money can come into a club at that point in time in a season,
Yeah,
and they get such a good, because I think a lot of persons underestimate the manager Eddie Howe. I've seen stuff that he had done for Bournemouth, and I'm telling you, like when I saw the signing of the manager, when I
yeah,
saw them the whole, I know the deal for the striker might have not gone their way, but I think in every aspect, I had them finishing up. I had actually had Watford, and now it's going down
yeah,
because when Chelsea gave now it's 7, I was like, you can't score goals, I can't stay in this league.
yeah,
That's a big problem for Norwich. They're not scoring enough. So that's something that I think if you analyze it and you look at even the table, they haven't
yeah.
really they haven't really scored much goals.
Yeah. When you look at how they walk through the championship, compared to a Brentford and how Brentford then performed in the Premier League compared to them, you know what I mean? Because
Yeah.
nobody never really touched them last year for promotion. They just walked through it and came back. They've been really poor from the start of the
Do you know
season.
something about that too,
Mhm.
Primo?
Yeah.
Remember that when you drop down from the Premier League, you
Mm.
still have access to Premier League money for the next 3 years,
Yeah.
for the next 3 seasons. And Brentford would have not had access to that kind of funding.
Mm.
So naturally, Norwich will look good. Even if Norwich goes down right now, they
Yeah.
will look better than a lot of teams down there, and that's the thing. So I think that's why Leeds is trying to avoid being relegated because Leeds, if when Leeds was down there, they would have access to Premier League money. So when they came up, they still have the access. That is how Newcastle was able to go down and keep Rafa Benitez and some of the key players.
Yeah, but to that same point though, it adds to what I'm saying because Brentford has none of that and still outperform Norwich by far.
yeah.
You understand? And
So
when you
that
look
chance
back
here
at
for City, just wide. Foden, Phil Foden.
here watching the
Right.
Liverpool versus Wolves, 23 minutes in, still Wolves leading by 1 goal to nil.
Man
Oh,
City turning up the
Liverpool,
pressure in this
Mane with
game.
a chance here. This is the equalizer. Yes, it is. 1-1.
It is
1-1.
1-1.
Offside of Mane. Excellent pass, splitting the Wolves defense. And Liverpool are level.
So as you were.
Yeah, as you were. Excellent pass.
Who got
Thiago.
the assist?
Oh, no, they have to look at
Thiago.
this. Could this be offside?
VAR.
Let's have a look at it. It was a back heel, but let's see if
Big call
might be
here.
might be onside. Might be onside. Last defender could have been playing him on.
Yeah, man,
Yeah,
it's onside, man. Both
yeah,
stands.
yeah. All right. So live action, things are picking up. Liverpool on the attack again. Liverpool smell blood. All right.
Yes, 25th minute.
Yeah.
City's nil, Villa nil. Liverpool 1, Wolves 1. So nothing has really changed in the
Yeah.
grand scheme of things. Liverpool still need to win, and City still need to win.
Liverpool applying the pressure here. Camping out on top of the Wolves 18-yard box. All right, Wolves trying to relieve some of that pressure now, but only to Henderson.
Yeah. You think Liverpool will give up after if City gets the first goal?
No,
Or probably if they go 2 up.
no, sir. You have to look at the DNA of the team, and that's Liverpool's a mentally strong team. Not to say that Wolves isn't. I mean, City isn't, but
City.
yeah,
But at some
Liverpool.
stage, you might see Klopp saying, "Okay, let me give Origi a game."
Yeah,
You know, I think Origi is leaving, going to Milan at the end of the season.
yeah.
Let me give some of the youngsters a game. Let me rest some of the players for the Champions League. Let me just take off money. Because if it's 2-0, 3-0 after 60 minutes for City, might
Yeah,
as well, you know. And
yeah,
if
yeah.
Liverpool
Of
is
course, if it's
leaving,
if the, yeah,
there's nothing they could do really.
yeah. No, if it's a case like that,
Cancelo in the box, shot coming in, blocked, and Gerrard will be doing his best to prevent City from getting the 3 points here at the Etihad.
yeah,
Liverpool legend.
yeah. Good bit of defending there by Wolves to prevent the ball going to Mane for tapping. Yeah, so as it stands, City are 1 point ahead.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So there's no way we could get. Well, you could get goal difference, could get involved. If
what is the goal difference?
no, no, they could get goal difference, could get
Ooh.
involved.
Uh,
90. Unless Man City loses.
yeah, attempt there over
But
the
then
bar
Man
by
City have
Robert.
the superior
Oh,
goal difference.
penalty
Yeah.
to Arsenal. I don't know if you guys reported that already.
No, I don't see it.
Liverpool
Gabriel,
would have to win
Gabriel
by.
Martinelli just scoring,
Okay,
dispatching
that's
that
good.
penalty.
Good, good.
We need a Norwich goal, man.
So Alex
Nah, man.
Iwobi was just
Europa League music, where I hear this here.
I read
No.
Alex
No, but
Iwobi.
let's be realistic though. There's enough Arsenal fans are gonna be upset about this. Yes, it would have been lovely for them to make the Champions League, but they're not a Champions League caliber squad yet. Yet the money would have
Yeah,
done that
yeah.
thing for help them for qualifying for it, but some Europa League won't hurt the youngsters, especially if they buy well in the summer.
Because if we go in the Champions League, expect the big defeats. Expect the 5
Yeah,
nils
man.
from
Yeah, man.
Bayern
Yeah, man.
and Barca.
Because they
So
haven't improved. They have improved, but not enough yet. You know what I mean?
yeah, not enough
Yeah, not enough improvement yet
to
for the
say
try to
we'll
call that.
be making a run in the competition.
Yeah,
So that was the goal. Oh my! You see this guy named Thiago Alcantara.
yeah, man.
Whether
The assist.
the man have talent. You know when you have full of cup of water and some might have spill out. I saw them.
Yeah,
This guy is just unbelievable. That death back heel that I saw, bro.
All right.
That's unbelievable, man. So that means
Liverpool
you know,
look like they're definitely in the ascendance now. Wolves just
Liverpool needs a goal and they're champions if results hold.
yeah, but I expect City to score, but anything can happen. Anything can happen, and that would be very
So
exciting
Primo,
for the
what
mutual
is what?
fans.
Yeah, what is your thoughts on this? If Liverpool managed to pull this one off,
City
And
dash it way. That is my thoughts.
City dash it where our Pep
Yeah, man.
battled it.
City dash it, man.
Now this would be two. Remember that Pep
Our
said
our
the
real
league is.
our marriage. Our marriage dash it away with the penalty.
We could have not said Morris, but you have to
However you
say
want
that
to look on it.
that game was saved in the edit.
Yeah.
Something Antonio should have had a
Yeah, man,
brace.
you have to score that, man.
Jared
Yeah, but you
Bowen
have
should
to
have had
score
an
that
hat-trick.
penalty, man.
Mm.
Yeah, we don't say no, but I'm saying if
Yeah, but
Antonio
with
had
that
scored
said,
his goal
with
and
that
Bowen
said, the
scored the other
last the
goal,
last chance went to Riyadh. The last chance went to Riyadh,
yeah, with that being said, the last chance went to Real.
and
But
and it, and it,
who would you have had to
No,
take
and
look
he
the
on the
mashed it
penalty?
up.
bigger picture though. You can't just put it down to one match, Them
KDB
the
need to
kind of
take that.
comfortable. How much were they up by? Like what?
14.
I think
All right.
6, and then 6 at one point.
No man, they were leading 14. Remember that Liverpool basically
No,
chased
but
the table down.
Liverpool are 2 games in hand, you know. They are 2 games in hand, you know.
I must say prior to
All right.
that,
So,
Eddie,
so they were up by 8 then.
goal again at Arsenal. Eddie Nketiah, the newly minted Ghanaian, has
Okay.
scored.
Points,
Eddie
points,
Nin,
Eddie.
Bukayo
But you-
Saka's corner via a
Soccer.
Gabriel Martinelli flicker.
All right, good.
All right, very good, very good. But we need 2 goals from Norwich.
Yeah, by the
Why am I
way,
there?
guys, Ghana is
Why
my
am I
next
there? Look
team
for
for the World
Liverpool
Cup.
stitch today. Yo, there's a lot of pressure wolves on there. Now. There's no way they can
Withstand that pressure.
no sir.
Hey, I've seen funny
Wolves,
things happen. To be honest,
Yeah,
I don't want to jinx it, but
yeah.
in my head, I think once I watch that West Ham game, I'm saying to myself, Pep seems like
Mm,
he's going to battle this.
yeah.
And I think a lot of persons, what I don't, I'm going to tell you what I don't want. If the team loses, because I remember Pep came out and said that winning the league is more difficult than the Champions League. And in my
Yeah.
opinion, it's kind of 50-50. If you have a roster like City, it's easier to win the league than win the Champions League. You know why? You can have a bad game
Yeah.
or 2 bad games over a season. You have
Yeah.
a bad game in
The
the
league more
Champions League, you're
forgiving.
out.
Yeah, the league more forgiving than the
Yeah, the league
Champions
is
League.
much more forgiving. Whereas if you have
yeah,
a deep
yeah,
enough squad and a better
but
squad,
you play
Yeah,
less,
I
you
hear what's
play
happening.
less games.
You can get
You
lucky
play
and win the
less games, you
Champions
know.
League. You can get
yeah.
lucky and get a long run in the Champions League.
But to be honest, Primo, if I look at it a lot of times, to me, some persons might write it off. But it
Mm,
is where the leagues are. Some persons might say, look, Real Madrid win the Champions League and not win their league. But
yeah.
if Real Madrid was in the Premier League, where would they have finished? So you really can't. Sometimes persons are saying that they don't win
Yeah.
their league, but they win the Champions League. But the side is of immense quality. It's
Yeah.
just that in the Champions League, the cup games, a lot of teams you have to up your game because you're playing European and not necessarily
Yeah.
domestic opponents. I have much more difficult games. Imagine Eddie, some games you have against like a Burnley or a Leeds and some other side in the league or a Real or in the Bundesliga you'd have like some other little small size down the table or the French league you have a Mets and those teams. But when they come in the Champions League, very
Uh,
rarely will you
We're
play
waking up a
against
little bit now.
a team
Yeah,
of low
and
quality.
then at the end of the day, is how you balance it and the combination of games. 'Cause as you say, you might have a winnable game in the Premier League and then a very difficult game in the Champions League. Then you get an easier game again and then a
Yeah.
difficult Champions League again. So it's
And
just
the,
a balance
and
to
the
try to
Champions
get
League
Yeah,
right.
is a funny league, because some teams that you'd look at and say easy on paper in the Champions League do not lose at home.
yeah. And
You
I think a
understand?
lot
Look
of
like a
persons,
Yeah.
Olympiacos on them side there. Them side
yeah.
don't really lose on them yard and you wouldn't consider them a big side.
And I don't like when a lot of persons dismiss these teams.
Yeah.
Spurs have scored again. Now Hurricane,
So who scored the
uh,
first one again?
Ah
uh,
boy.
My boy from
Kuleveski.
Juve. Yeah.
Kulovic.
Alright, David. But Spurs have scored again.
So
Thank
top
you.
four is pretty much
Yeah,
wrapped
man.
up for Tottenham
So that was Benton Core to Hurricane. Hurricane heading
with
into
the
an
assist.
empty net.
Yeah.
I mean, Hurricane seems as if he's coming into his own, and in a time when they will probably get you know what? It's going to be fun, guys. This World Cup coming in a prime time in the season.
Yeah, that is
So you
going
know,
to
so a
be
lot of strikers are coming into this World Cup on a hot streak.
What is
Normally, I
going to
come
be
at the
what
end
is
of the
going to be the
season.
procedure during that though? Does the season pause?
Yeah, man, the season has to pause. Remember that the
Yeah,
World
I
Cup
was
take
just going to
place.
ask that.
The
Yeah.
season has to pause. Every major league will pause.
And then start back when? Because you will
Um,
still need a break for after the World Cup. Innit?
you will start back in the Christmas week,
Ooh.
but that's only
And then
for the
how does
Premier
that
League.
affect the
That's only
Champions
for the
League?
Premier League because I think
How
like
does
the
that
La
affect the
Liga,
Champions League?
I guess it
the
will be the
Champions
same
League.
procedure. They might have for pause too.
I mean, the
But why
Champions.
would they allow this though? They show
No,
you the
because
level
the
of
Qatar.
corruption and
Yeah, too
money
much
hunger.
problem. Too much problem.
But I think based on the fact that the summer months are too
Mm.
hot in Qatar, you can't
Are
necessarily.
too hot. Yeah, but
Yeah,
you don't host it there. Host it somewhere else.
but
Yes,
remember
exactly.
that football is a money game, so you're trying to, you know. All right, look at the deal for Mbappe. You know why that deal went through? Because of
No,
the
but
World Cup.
if we are gonna say it's a money game, my brother, club football is bigger money than international football, you know. Although you are talking about World Cup, you know.
Yeah, I mean, you might say that, but there's a lot of money in international football, and I think that
And
even
the money,
Qatar,
the money where Qatar pay. And the money where
yeah.
To
Qatar pay
FIFA, to FIFA. Yeah, but let's not
to win the
let's not
bid.
But I
Oh
don't
wow,
know.
we
We
have
have
a
to
goal here now. We have a goal at Etihad, and it's not to City.
remember,
Matty Cash,
Eddie. I don't want to
trouble.
say it, but I'm
Matty
yeah.
telling you.
Cash for Villa.
Have
Matty
City,
Cash.
have City throwing it away.
Wow, staggering,
Oh, I think this is where
staggering.
I'm telling you that Eddie. I don't want to say because I don't want to jinx it. But that game against
Everybody,
West Ham,
everybody's stunned.
that game
Yeah,
against
man.
West Ham, that game
Everybody's
against West
stunned
Ham.
right now. As it stands, But as it stands, it's still City and goal difference. As it stands. But what a wicked cross coming in, and Matty Cash providing the header. Edison beaten, well beaten. Even though he got a touch. Luca Dean to Matty Cash.
Yeah,
Left back to
Liverpool
right back.
fans, I hear the news.
Yeah, man.
The
Steve
news reached
Gerrard.
Liverpool Stadium. Madness.
Yeah, man.
All
Pepper
right.
drinking water. So a
However,
clean
though,
sheet gone for wipeout for Man City.
yeah, Wolves has been showing a little bit more
So the Golden
resistance.
Gloves is what shared. Should I check that?
Liverpool.
No, I think who have the most assists get it. I think they got to assist after that.
No, Golden Gloves, man. Yeah, talk. No, man, they share the
Oh,
Golden
oh,
Boot.
oh.
They
Ooh,
share the Golden Boot, man. I don't
Yeah,
think
man.
they bring it down to that. World Cup, they know that stuff. But you see, I just don't think Primo just I think that I don't know if
mm,
Man City with that game against West Ham it shook them
yeah,
because and then Liverpool, like a stubborn child, not going
So yeah,
away.
you call it.
yeah,
Hmm?
yeah.
No, I'm
You
not
call it from
calling it.
now.
I'm not calling it, but I was saying to someone when I watched the game against Villa in the midweek and they lost that game. I was looking and I said,
Wolves breakaway. Oh, and he missed it, but that could have been
Goal,
offside.
goal.
Good save by
Uh,
Allison there. Wolves could have
but
got
you,
the chance to take the
but you
lead.
remember the last
Oh,
time
he looked
he
offside
came
though.
down to
Oh no,
the
he was
final game.
onside. Must have played him onside.
Lads, remember the
Wasted
last time it
opportunity by him.
came down to the final game.
Yeah,
City went away to Brighton and they were behind as well.
yeah,
Same scenario. Liverpool had Wolves at home. City
yeah,
went to Brighton, they were behind and they ended up winning 4-1, I think.
yeah.
So all in that loss.
well, he's not lost at the moment.
They need to show they don't have the leadership of company
Yeah.
anymore. They need to
Wilfred
find
Zaha
some leaders in this team.
was been a constant threat. Has scored against Manchester United.
Against
Goal for
United.
Wilfred
Yeah.
Zaha.
Yeah. But I know that's procedure.
The former United player.
So the
Yeah.
curious stat on Hurricane. Hurricane has now scored 9 goals on the final day of the Premier League, the giant most in the competition history, shared with Andrew Cole and Les Ferdinand.
Pass.
What a guy loves a last day goal.
Oh,
And still no trophies. Anyway,
yeah,
moving on.
man. No trophy. But the goal is coming in now. The goals
More,
are
more
rocking in
signing,
now.
more
Wolves,
signing like
Wolves
this.
applying some pressure to Liverpool as well.
Harry Kane. Spurs. Yeah.
Alright.
I would
Liverpool with
love
the
to sign that
opportunity to
striker,
counter-attack.
Primo.
Huh?
I
Kane?
would love to striker. I would
Yeah,
love
man,
to
he
sign
should go
Harry
to a
Kane.
better side. Fun and
Yeah,
jokes.
I've been saying it. Like
Yeah.
your Harry Kane has what 49 goals, three more goals than he passed Rooney for the leading goal scorer of England,
Yeah.
and you're not winning a trophy. It is going to look bad.
Yeah, man. I thought he would have went to City last year.
Yeah, but I think whatever
Yeah, but
happened, and
Yeah.
then Pep
Daniel
bought.
Levy, don't want him to leave.
Mm.
You know where I think Pep
Shot coming
threw
in from
away
Watkins, block.
the Champions League as
Daniel
well.
Levy, aka Daniel, don't leave me.
Pep bought a player
Yeah,
that was excess to his
yeah,
plans.
exactly.
Pep bought a Grealish, who is the
Yeah.
same player as a Kevin De Bruyne, might be a less. You have a Riyad Mahrez. Anywhere Grealish, you put Grealish, you have a player already.
Better
Bernardo
than him.
Silva,
Yeah, man.
Mahrez, Kevin De Bruyne. So where will you fit this player? Now watch him come
Yeah,
on in the match. He
him
never
turn a
asked for
squad player.
anything different.
Yeah.
Turn a squad player.
You could have put 50 million on it and got Harry Kane.
Yeah, you feel now, CC said that lack of that lethal striker is what might cost them this league then.
I tell everybody, I think the lack
Yeah.
of the lethal striker might come back to haunt them. But you see, there's a thing called
Villa
fall
pushing for the
forward.
second.
Yeah, it's similar
That's
to
why.
I think that is why we could probably say that Tottenham deserves to probably finish above Arsenal because them without a doubt have the better attack. You know what I mean? And same scenario with Liverpool and City. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you compare the attacks,
And they have the better coach. By far the better coach.
I don't.
yeah,
And
that is debatable. That is debatable. That could
listen,
start a war. Then.
Kante?
Yeah.
No, really? Kante?
Oh, Conte
Come
and
on, man.
Arteta you talk about.
Yeah.
Oh, me thinking I
To
talk
be
about
honest,
Yeah,
Pep
yeah.
and
but to be
me
honest,
thinking I
no
talk about
Primo,
Pep and thing
and
there.
this might sound
Oh,
biased, but I
no.
think Klopp,
Yeah, man,
even
definitely.
though Pep
If
has
you go
won
bit,
more trophies, if you look on the signings that Klopp has done, would Pep
yes,
sign a Robertson?
I agree with you 100%, bro.
Yeah,
No,
Klopp has
no.
signed lesser
Pep buy
players.
more established players.
Yeah, yeah, and that may
Yeah,
I say, but
Yeah,
Klopp
them not
has
buy
signed
lesser players, them buy
that's what he's
established
saying.
players.
Yeah, that's what he's saying. I agree with him.
yeah, lesser
The
not
way they
less
construct the team, you
established
really have
players.
to admire it. And it's not the money them throw at the solution. They really recruit well.
Yeah, that's why I'm saying that. Like,
Yeah,
if you
man.
look at
And
even the net
develop.
spend,
Yeah,
like, Pep's net spend is like 90 million. Klopp
yeah,
is like 30 million. That's three times the net spend of Klopp.
yeah,
So I think even sometimes the devils is in the details. I saw Pep buy what Angelino and threw him
yeah,
away.
yeah.
Phil Foden is only getting an
And
opportunity
see
to
and
me,
same with
in
that
my opinion.
striker. And same with that striker they sent to Spain.
Yeah, and Phil Foden is getting an opportunity to me because of the pressures of England.
You feel
Because
me?
I think a lot of persons don't understand enough. Phil Foden is talented, yes, but persons don't understand that Pep at this time in his career wants to win. So people
No,
always talk as if
yeah,
he's bringing through these bag of youths. It's not at
mm,
Barcelona. Barcelona was doing it, but he
yeah,
never brought through no portion of youth in Bayern. The only youth that came through was Kimmich, and Kimmich
No.
was there before.
yeah. But you have to understand, so to Manchester City is a different beast than most of these teams.
When
There's not a lot of scenarios that you're going as a coach
West Ham
at Manchester City. Go
West
ahead.
Ham behind as well. No, I'm saying
West
West
Ham
Ham
might be on the
behind.
beach, man. Yeah, West Ham might be on the beach. You have some
Yeah.
clubs out here where really know.
No man, West Ham leading.
Yeah, you can't really blame them.
Antonio scored.
Yeah, man.
Hey,
Yo, they might
West
beat
Ham scored?
Brighton.
Oh, it's
Yeah,
Antonio scored. Okay.
Antonio
yeah, yeah,
scored.
yeah, yeah.
Hey, I want to tell you, see,
Okay,
one,
okay, my bad.
this guy, Mikel Antonio, boy, I don't know, watch a Premier League this season, and I tell you, when Jamaica kid up themselves and I go on, Mikel Antonio the best striker we ever have come play for Jamaica. I not apologize.
I think
But he's an average EPL striker though. He's average
No,
in
that's
EPL
the thing
though.
I'm
though.
not going to say that. You know what mash him up?
Despite that.
Him now have not. You see, if he had rotation, he would have had better numbers.
Yeah, I think that's what match him up at the team. The
Lack
lack
of
of squad depth.
rotation. Yeah,
in
and that's
terms
why
of
you see
at the
David.
striker.
Yeah, and that's why
Yeah,
you see
but
David Moyes so
but
jumpy
he
every
has
time he
not.
plays
But
Gameweek.
even situation where they were, even when they had Aller, he still wasn't putting up the numbers. That big striker there, Aller, that they sold
Yeah,
to Ajax,
yeah,
he still
Sebastian
wasn't
Haller,
putting out the
yeah.
numbers, you know.
yeah. But
Yeah,
remember
so
them, he make them sell
he's
Haller.
not going to give her. He's not going to give her 10 goals a season,
No, I don't think him.
regardless.
I think that is
Well, he's
probably the
giving you
limit.
10 this season. He got, let me tell
And
you,
when
I
you
I
think
think that's
compare,
probably
when you
where
compare
it's
with
the max.
other, when you compare with other strikers, he's way down the pecking order when you compare to other EPL strikers.
but this is the
By the
third
numbers,
season that he, but
by
watch
the
a
numbers,
primo. This is
by
the
the
third
numbers. What you have
season.
gone through?
This is the third season that he has given he's gone 10 goals. Because I remember
Yeah,
I was telling everybody that to me is a 10 goal a season
yeah,
striker.
yeah,
And and to me, if
Yeah,
you can get a
basic, basic. Yeah,
10 goal a season striker, and you can get like 8 assists out of him, 5 assists out
yeah,
of him, an average. I think that striker coming into Jamaica, coming into the CONCACAF is a very good striker. But a
yeah,
lot of
man.
persons were writing it off.
yeah. He
I
will be
remember
elite. He's elite for
he's elite.
CONCACAF.
How much Pulisic score?
Yeah,
Pulisic, let me tell you, Pulisic scored. That's the thing too.
Yeah, Chelsea man,
See,
right?
in,
Yeah, but
yeah,
him not
but
in
get
it's,
our
Pulisic not get
competition.
as much game as him, to be honest.
I think it's injuries,
No,
man.
no,
Injuries
no.
has plagued Pulisic in a
Mm,
level because they can see his quality. When he comes off injury, he normally starts. He has scored 6 goals in the league
okay.
and 2 assists. So even look at that. So even in the same CONCACAF, he's outscoring Pulisic, even though Pulisic is not a striker, but he
Mm,
tends to roam around the false nine
yeah.
area in the half space behind the striker.
'Cause if I go compare him to CONCACAF, I have to look on who CONCACAF
Yeah,
striker.
Raul Jimenez.
Yeah,
Could
how
I
much
look
him
at
score?
Jimenez?
How much Jimenez score?
But the stuff that I see him do sometimes primo off the ball and stuff, you can know that this guy has had a lot of.
Who,
So
Antonio
Raul
or
Jimenez,
Jimenez?
Jimenez
Antonio or
has scored
Jimenez?
6 goals and
Yeah,
assisted 4,
yeah.
while some there is 10 goals and 8 assists. So that's 18 goal contribution direct
Yeah,
versus a
man.
Jimenez who
And
is
that is what
10.
we have to remember. What him do for the team as a whole, I think. You know what I mean?
Said he's elite.
Fan
He's
of a city.
probably the most
Yeah, for
elite
Jamaica.
striker in CONCACAF. If you look
Yeah,
at the numbers that he's putting up in the Premier League versus the other CONCACAF players.
yeah. All right, so Brighton and West Ham gone halftime. West Ham up 1-0. The match we talk about goal by Mikel Antonio. Chelsea leading
Hmm.
Watford. Crystal Palace leading United at halftime. Arsenal up 2-0, still at halftime. Leicester halftime 0 with Southampton. Burnley trailing Newcastle 1-0, approaching halftime. Norwich down 2-0 to Tottenham. Bye bye, Norwich. Um, and Liverpool and Wolves going into halftime soon. Still 1-0. So the first half, Everton has scored a goal. So Everton are Danny van de Beek
Damn it.
on the
Clean
stroke
sheet
of
gone.
halftime. Huh?
Clean sheet gone. I'm saying the clean sheet gone.
Yeah, man.
Clean sheet points.
Which
Because
is
it's
kind of
halftime at
weird
the
because
Etihad.
that's only the third shot and the second shot on target, and they scored a goal with it. Meanwhile, Arsenal has had
Yeah,
17 shots with 4
exactly.
on target. Yeah. So that, like what we say,
So it's halftime at the Etihad. Villa 1-0.
whoa. So yeah,
So
Man City in danger here.
still a lot to play for at halftime. Still no
Everything to
answers
play
in
for
terms
at
of who is
halftime.
going to win the title.
Yeah. But things are concerning the top six. No movement so far. The only person
No
that could
movement.
be the only movement that seems that could be possibly be happening is in who wins the league.
Yeah, and who is going to get it? Who is going to get relegated?
Yeah,
So that
Leeds
means
have 1 foot into next season
we'll give you a
if the
scenario.
result holds.
yeah.
if Man City get if Aston Villa scores another goal and Liverpool scores 4 goals miraculously, we're half to a playoff.
Let's see.
What about head to head?
No, head to head they would be level and everything. Remember that it's both 2-2. The game finished 2-2 at Anfield. Both games were ended in a draw, and both games had the same amount of
Into
goals
all
in it.
right.
Mm.
So there's nothing
Yellow
there.
cards. They probably got the yellow cards.
No,
A goal
the
scored.
rule states are independent playoff game to be chosen by the Premier League board.
All right, so everybody going to halftime
Wow.
now.
It could be historic. They say it could be a historic end to the
Yeah. So if
2021-22
the goals
season.
start coming in for Liverpool, then because right now Liverpool know that they need goals, so they might try to they might be more
Yeah,
on the
yeah, it's
attack.
down to goals now.
Yeah, and Man City need a goal to get back into the game. So you know that they might be opened up a little bit more, which allows Aston Villa for attack. 'Cause Aston Villa is not the Aston Villa of years. You have a Felipe Coutinho who was garnered more than 200 million in transfer fees and is a brilliant player. So the quality that Aston Villa has at their disposal, Man City can't be careless in seeking an equalizer because Aston Villa have the ability to hit them on the counter and hit them where it hurts.
Hmm.
So super
But
son.
I'm expecting City to score though. I don't think it will be a shutout. Still expecting them to get the 3 points. You might see Pep making some changes because something has to give at this point. You need to get some lively players on the pitch. Maybe get on a Sterling. And this is a game, the type of game where Pep, you know, wishes he had a Hurricane or a top striker to get the goals like an Aguero or that figure.
But there's a fun
Could it
line,
be a mistake that Pep didn't get a striker?
Mm. Will this the famous chant of Aguero turn out to be Coutinho? So Steven Gerrard
It's
has
possible.
45 minutes to finally give his Liverpool team an opportunity to lift a title that he could not lift while it's playing. You see, Eddie, there are
As
things
a
like
player.
these. Destinies. Sometimes I don't know. To me, football to me is spiritual. How could we have created this script? Steven Gerrard managing an
Yeah,
Aston
and
Villa
and
at the
and to have the
last day,
fixtures,
giving
to have yeah,
Liverpool the
and they
opportunity
have the
to win a
fixtures,
title.
yeah, and the last day,
No, but I'm saying even
yeah, and the last day.
writing a
It's a, it's
script
a,
that
it's a lot of drama.
Steven Gerrard is the manager at Aston Villa
Yeah,
with the opportunity to provide his whole team that he could not lift the title with. You could not write the script. A year ago, Steven Gerrard
you
was the
could
manager
write
at
it.
Rangers, lifting the title at Rangers.
Rangers lifting the Premiership, yeah,
Yeah,
undefeated in Scotland,
undefeated in Scotland. So I mean, like that. That's why they say the
and to
Premier League
just get up and leave a job and just go
in
to
the middle
Aston
of the
Villa
season.
just like that,
Uh,
middle of the season.
practically,
Yeah,
yeah, practically almost the middle of the season. So you
so
have
and
to.
that's why the Premier League is such a wonderful league. It's like a soap opera. You don't know what you're going to get. It's as if somebody's writing the script because things just play out that way. If you look at the suspension, the games being suspended by COVID, you end up have a situation where Arsenal playing Spurs at the end of the season, back end of the season. That fixture would have been played weeks ago. So the importance of that game now being played last week, and we saw the end result now. Spurs going on to get the top 4 place. So it's a crazy league. A lot of storylines all over the place. Pretty much every club there's a storyline there in every club. Lampard going, getting um keeping up Everton, second to last game of the season. We saw the celebrations by the Everton fans running onto the pitch and all of that. So a tremendous league. It's been a tremendous season, and we still don't know who's going to win the title. So 45 minutes to go. Still a tight affair. We don't know who's going down. Just the same.
All right,
That's
so
the EPL for you.
FPL persons bonus points at halftime. Van der Beek, Llorente, Webster, Pope, and Kante get a point. Enketia, Meslier, Rice, Target, and Kennedy get 2 points. Martinelli, Phillips, Antonio, Wilson, and Average 3 points. That's the bonus points at halftime for all you FPL
Bonus points. Yeah. So what about Hurricane? Hurricane should be on 3 bonus as well, right?
Well, he hasn't made the list so far, so I guess when it's updated, I'll present that news.
Okay.
Because I'm actually getting some live updates, so I can go through it. But as I said, Eddie, it's been a brilliant season. A lot of storylines, a lot of gambles, a lot of shuffling the deck. Newcastle shuffled their deck primo, right? And changed their manager, paid off their manager over what? Paid him out like 8 million, paid him out,
Mm.
and say, you know what? We are in relegation zone. We have just invested so much money in the club. We cannot afford to come down from the Premier League right now. Shuffle the deck. It seems to have worked out for them. They are finished in like the mid-table region with a new manager. A couple few signings, some never worked out, like a Chris Wood, some working out otherwise.
Yeah.
Then you have a Norwich who also shuffled their deck. Never worked out for them because they are gone. They have dropped down.
Yeah. Them not
Um,
have the means that well Newcastle
yeah.
have though.
So they dropped down. Aston Villa
Mm.
traded their losses,
Mm.
brought in a Steven Gerrard. A lot of persons were looking at Gerrard, but I think to me, and I might be comparing Gerrard now, and it might be unfair, but I compare Gerrard to a Brendan Rodgers. Brendan Rodgers got Liverpool, which to me he got it at a stage when sometimes you're saying they're too young, like Lampard getting
Yeah.
Chelsea pre they're immature to the
Yeah.
this level of club. Went away
Yeah,
and
wasn't
went to
ready.
Celtics. Yeah, went to Celtics. But Celtics is like the dominant force at the point in Scotland. So when I
Yeah.
say saw him came back to like Leicester and battled a few top four finishes, I'm like he battled Liverpool winning the title, he battled Leicester finishing the top four a couple of seasons. So I was saying, now look at Steven Gerrard leaving and taking on the mantle of Rangers who has not seen a title for years now because Celtic had been dominant and dominating, winning the league undefeated. So I was looking at that. Those are the things that I kind of look at a coach and say, yo, even though you're in a lesser league in terms of the UEFA coefficient,
Mm.
the type of team that you took up. So you took up the underdog team, even though it's the bigger team to Motherwell and those teams. But they took up an underdog in terms of carrying them back to the title and not just carrying them back to the title, right? So that's Aston Villa, Norwich, and Newcastle. Then you have Everton, who
Hmm.
kind of you thought that they were a little bit too close to the gate in terms of taking wondering if they were too late in terms of shuffling the deck or throwing the dice. But they
Mm.
rolled the dice and took a chance on Lampard, which we see it paying off dividends in the midweek game that they came back from 2 goals down and managed to snatch victory from the jaws of defeat and keep themselves like a point mathematically safe. So they're absolute safe, I should say, from safety. So that's
Yeah.
4 teams. I think I mentioned Primo.
Yeah. Um. It would be unthinkable though to like have a Premier League without Everton.
Yeah, that's what I would be
That would have been
unthinkable.
strange. Yeah, that would have been
Yeah,
a strange one.
yeah. So I'm saying that's 4 teams out of the
Mm.
20 that has shuffled the dice. Three
Yeah.
of whom got results out of it. One is going down, right?
Yeah.
So that's 4 teams. Then you have the Tottenham now, where Tottenham was at like 10 points, I think, and 9 goals at the
Yeah.
point of firing Nuno Espirito Santos and
Yeah.
bringing in Antonio Conte, who was spirited them to like 50 plus goals. and into the top four, seeing like he's sealing off a top four finish. So that's
Yeah.
five teams who I can say at the top of my head, watching the Premier League that I see taking a
And
gamble. Four
Yeah.
of which works out and one. So that's why I said to people that sometimes you have to can take a gamble because see five teams to my estimation has took taking a gamble and
Yeah.
out of the five teams, four has finished because I think it, as I said, primo, it come down to resources.
Yeah.
Norwich seem to not have the resources like these four other teams that I mentioned. So them taking a gamble, it's much
and the
more
ambition.
difficult.
No
Yeah.
resource
Yeah,
and no ambition.
yeah. So it kind of so that's yeah. So the basically that's five team. The sixth team now is Manchester United, who said who tried to take a gamble on letting Ole leave and picking up an interim manager, trying to
I,
get them
I
into the
would
top
I
four.
would have considered that I would have considered that a gamble still.
well, even
To
so,
get
but
rid
I'm
of
talking.
Ole.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm talking.
Yeah. Without rubbing it in though, like I think probably Manchester's United probably had the most disappointing season out of
Yeah, Manchester
anybody.
United definitely because right
Definitely.
now they have had what
Yeah,
57 goals
definitely.
for and 57
Yeah.
goals against. So
And
basically,
because they started the season with Sancho, Ronaldo, Varane,
Yeah.
we'd expect better.
Yeah. And then they finished last season second. So with
Yeah.
how they recruited, you would have expected them to do better. Um, and also apart from City and Liverpool, a lot of teams faced some had their challenges this season that they had to deal with. That um, at the start of the season, you had players, teams, everybody getting sick, all of them thing there. Um, that teams had to deal with
Hmm.
for probably up
Especially
until about
Burnley.
January,
And we,
February. You know what I mean? It's just the other day,
yeah,
calm down.
especially Burnley.
Yeah.
Now look where
So
Burnley is right now. So I
yeah,
think it affected Burnley a whole lot. Burnley leads
yeah,
those teams, and they're at the bottom fighting to stay up.
yeah. Um,
So at one point, Leeds had to put out kids pretty much in
yeah,
some of these games. Injuries and COVID cases.
yeah. And then you had the situation where Chelsea war broke out, never really have nothing to do with them. Politics, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
Affecting the football, and that affect them season too. You can't act like it didn't, you know what I mean? Um,
yeah. Change of ownership and all that.
yeah, man. So a lot of things happen where you see some of the teams never have it as at the top, never had as many issues. And it come down to why those two teams, Liverpool and City, could have probably do as well is because of the size of them squad and the quality what them having it. You know what I mean?
Mm.
If thing there, like if City play without De Bruyne, you still expect City to win. You know what I mean? Some teams, if them don't have them talisman, don't expect nothing from them. Or if
Yeah,
one
game
and
over.
two player out, it affects the squad majorly. Same thing with Liverpool. Liverpool will miss players, but them have the depth, you know what I mean, to make up for it. A lot of the other squads don't have
Hmm.
that amount of quality.
Yeah, and we see teams trying to get up to that level. You know, the likes of Spurs. I think
Yeah,
Spurs. I like what they have going now. They have a good coach. They have a nice core of players, and I think
yeah,
next season they could add a few more pieces, and they could be. And I'm not going to say challenging, but
but
you
yeah,
know, maybe up to third, maybe
yeah.
secure third spot.
But the recruitment in January is why they could have
Yeah, yeah,
gotten
they
it
did well in
before.
January.
Yeah, the players that they brought in from Juve definitely
Hmm.
helped that push and got them back up into fourth.
Benton core and all of this.
Yeah, when that's where you can see, yeah, you can say Conte did a better job because Arteta thin out him squad. You know what I mean?
Yeah, we end up we lost players instead of gaining players, and we needed that
Yeah,
extra push
yeah,
to
and
go in the
Spurs
second
come
half
up
of the
with it.
season.
Yeah, Spurs did the opposite and bring in some
Mm-hmm.
quality players in a
Yeah,
January, get them across the line. Even if it's by 1 point, it still make a difference. You know what I mean?
exactly.
Yeah. All right. So teams coming back out now in the Liverpool versus Wolves match. Check around, see if anybody kick off yet.
City City game has started
Yeah, man. Most of the games
or
are
resumed.
started, have resumed. Some of them have gone 6 minutes in. Nobody, I don't see any more
So
goals yet, though.
some way ahead.
Yeah.
City have Grealish warming up. Don't think there no changes for
Yeah.
City. Same 11.
Liverpool game about to kick off shortly. Still
You can
1-1.
imagine what Pep was saying to the players in the dressing room at halftime. Don't throw it away. Cannot come so far.
I think if they
So
lose here
it's
today, I think probably they would probably have to take the prize for the worst, having the worst season from United. If them,
Yeah, man.
if you guys
If
understand,
yeah.
this is true,
yeah,
but this would be look
It's
bad
comes
because
yeah,
this far.
they
yeah.
gave when ended the Premier League player of the season, which to me he never should have gotten, which
Who
is
the Bright?
Kevin De Bruyne,
Oh, KDB.
Mm.
right? And they gave
When Salah has the most goals and the most assists.
no, but I'm
So
gonna
it's
give you.
arguable.
I will give you some stats. Son, 34 games, six winning goals,
Mm.
21 games, 7 assists. So that's 28 overall, 82.6% contribution. You have Salah, 34 games, six winning goals, 22 goals, 13 assists overall, 35. KDB, 29 games, four winning goals, 15 goals, 7 assists, 22 combined. So if you look, Son has scored six of Son's goals has contributed to winning, meaning that these,
Woo!
if
Mm.
you took away Primo already, if you took away six of Son goals,
Mm.
that's you're taking away 3 6 or 18 points from Tottenham.
Yeah,
That's 18 points from Liverpool, and that's 3 4 12 points from Man City.
yeah.
So
Man
that's
City.
why I said to me, I don't understand how sometimes they factor these things in because one team has Son has contributed 18 points to his team,
It's a
Salah has
panel vote.
contributed 18 points to his team in terms of goals wise, and one has contributed 12 points to his team. So who has been the more important one? I would think Salah because Salah,
Is, is,
on top of that,
is it
Salah has
PFA?
13 assists
Is
for
it
the
PFA?
PFA. For the PFA,
PFA?
yeah.
Well, the players
Yes.
vote. No, the players vote for
But
each other, right?
play
So you have to understand,
no,
man,
I
I'm
think the
afraid of man
media.
of bias. Man, now look on stats.
I
But
no man, I think it's
the media,
The
the
media and the
media,
writers.
the media vote for this one, I think.
It's
The
a media
writers,
award.
You have the football writers award, and you have
and then you have the one of the media, I think.
the media
Vote.
vote for. You have the one
Right.
themselves vote for. So you have to be careful of which one thing then. But yeah, people have their
This
bias.
is the PFA.
You Google it and see which one the players
I'm
vote for.
telling you, say each member of the association votes for two players.
Mm.
So hold on, let me see. Let me tell you.
Oh, shot coming good block. City coming close.
Wolves have kind of woken up to since
Oh
like
yeah,
late in
the
the first.
players trade union. I think who makes up the players trade union? It seems to be the players who throw away us saying number.
Yeah, man. So that's
The
what I'm gonna
players.
say. You have to understand, say, man, of them club where them used
Oh,
to play for
chance.
them, but them biases and them thing. Who that City?
Oh, a chance for Jesus at the back
Mm.
post.
Okay.
Over the bar though.
You see, Master CC.
Half
And that's
chance. Could have
three.
done better though.
That's three in a row for. You see, this is the thing though that I don't understand. That's why I
No man,
said to
that's the
people,
score.
Kevin De Bruyne, I don't know, like, I don't know how
No,
I
but
won't say
he's an
him.
excellent player, though. You know,
Yeah, he's an
don't get
excellent
it
player.
twisted. You know, he's an excellent player.
Brighton has
You
But in
just
scored
terms
have
of the
more
more.
numbers,
fans. You have more fans
the
amongst
numbers don't
those
match up
voters.
this season.
No man, he has numbers,
Yeah, the numbers don't
sometimes,
match up really.
But I'm
He's an
saying like
Listen,
excellent
you
player.
hear
overall,
me? The man have a bigger fan base amongst the voters, the votes
yeah,
that
yeah,
matter.
yeah.
It's
Because this
as
is the
simple as
third
that.
one in a row. He has a bigger fan
Yeah,
base. I mean,
yeah, I
I
know.
Yeah.
don't want to mention this, but I'm wondering if because like them have like Salah fatigue.
Mm.
I remember from Salah came in the league, Salah's been
Um,
scoring 20 plus goals
Yeah.
and been contributing to like
yeah. So
30 plus
is that the
plus.
norm?
It's like they were saying that, like it's the norm for Salah to score 22 goals and have like double figure assists.
Yeah.
So Salah would have to like do something extraordinary,
And
like
then
score.
the fact
Yeah,
that
I remember
City
he's
was winning
African.
and running
Yeah,
away with the league.
yeah.
Goal.
So Veltman has
Mane
scored
again.
for
Goal?
Brighton.
Yeah.
Oh my
Mane
word!
again.
What
Walk
are
through
you
them.
saying?
Mane score?
Yeah, man.
This is we are in double
Mane
jeopardy
score?
now. We are in double jeopardy now.
No, offside.
Trouble.
Flag up. Flag up.
Oh,
VAR, we tell
offside.
VAR, boss.
Woo! Saved by the VAR. Let me see what going on. I just got a
City
alert.
fans getting
Let me check
upset
the
in that
scores.
they
To see
tell
if
you know.
something going with Burnley and Newcastle.
Listen, I just think that this is going to be.
No, I
Listen,
don't see this
there's
in
nothing
City.
more Aston Villa can do in us. Liverpool has to do their job.
Yeah.
So you can't depend on a guy to do a
Yeah,
job for you.
It's coming though.
and
The Liverpool
Villa
goal.
defending well enough. So
Yeah. Liverpool goal will come, man.
More for Madison.
Will it
Let's
be
not
enough though?
Liverpool
let's
scoring a City going need 2
Madison has scored again.
goal for Madison.
Yeah.
Points.
Listen, I'm telling you guys, this is just crazy. This feel
Yeah,
like
man.
tomato come
Let's
down to
up
the
one
last
nil.
one. But instead of Aguero, you're going to hear Coutinho.
No man, if Villa score again, it's trouble,
Mhm. I don't think
Yeah,
anybody
I
wants
Brighton
think
to.
it's
and West
over.
Ham.
If Villa score again, I think it's over.
Veltman scored for Brighton. So it's 1-1 around a Brighton there, so with West Ham.
Well, man,
But down at Italy, them have one little
defender
last
there.
day thing I go on to right now, and they're all between the two Milan then.
Mm.
Yeah, they playing each other or
No, they're not playing each other. They're
no?
independent games. So
Oh.
Milan, I want to look. Even though Milan are playing Sassuolo,
So, but both games nil all.
yeah, and Inter is playing.
Seaton out, Jesus Christ, how they missed that?
Inter is playing
So
Sampdoria.
what? So what? Inter need? What's the points like?
Inter
What's the
needs to
points like in
win.
Italy?
Inter needs to win. Inter needs to win.
Inter
And the
need to
point
win.
is, yeah, Milan is 2 points ahead of them. So Inter needs to win, and Milan needs to. That was a
I
close one by
hope that
Manchester
Milan
losing.
lose.
But you see, this come back down. The reason why I brought this up, Primo and Eddie,
Mm.
see veteran presence and person with a winning culture in your organization
Yeah,
has a
man.
lot to do with it. Zlatan has left MLS and went back to Milan. 2 seasons now. I think Milan should have won the league last year with Zlatan, but they somehow threw it away. But they realized in 2 years' time, a presence like Zlatan to me, a
Change
lot
the
of
club.
person they just change it up. So
Mm.
a lot of players they start to do like you will see them becoming much more, playing much more out of their skin and giving much more of themselves. And I see it with even Barcelona when Daniel Alves walked back through the doors at Barcelona. Barcelona now finished second, coming from ninth. So I think people underestimate the presence of a veteran. With Chelsea, Thiago Silva, when a lot of persons were mocking me and other Chelsea fans, we get a grandfather after coming out Premier League at the age of 37. And you see, we have finished top four twice in his when he's there, and we also won the
Yeah.
Champions League. So sometimes I think that is what Arsenal to me is one of
Yeah.
the things that Arsenal is lacking, that veteran
Yeah.
presence. And I think Man U probably has it in Cristiano Ronaldo,
Yeah.
but then you have to look. But the veteran presence and a winning culture,
You
person
them
who
no
has
want to
done,
listen Ronaldo up there, man. That's
yeah.
for them
I
problem.
think what is happening with Man U, and I
Yeah.
hear one of my friends say it, is like players like Rashford and those guys are instigating things behind the scenes that a lot of persons not
Mm,
seeing. They are being
mm,
like divas because remember that he's thinking that he should be starting. From I think that player from he got the number 10,
mm.
his attitude has changed. His attitude has changed because like a Rooney and those guys have won 10, you're like when you
Yeah.
start wearing 10 at money is like you are now Mr. Manchester.
I think what a lot of the younger generation don't understand is that nothing is guaranteed or gifted to you. You know what I mean? You have to compete for the start. Once them start realize that them have competition, not for them lose it mentally.
Yeah, yeah.
And I think with a lot of the young like Rashford especially.
Even the game that you guys lost at Newcastle, I
Mm.
think it's veteran leadership. You
Yeah,
have
man.
it's veteran leadership.
And you do, and it's not even a matter of the players being old, But you see, once like for example, Arsenal, you see, once Arsenal lose Partey and Tierney,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
those are two of the biggest leaders in the squad. Once them man they're out of the team is a different team,
Yeah,
completely
because I
different
think
team.
once Party is not there and Tierney is
Mm.
not there, I see
Yeah,
what they're saying for true, man.
yeah, man.
They seem to be the ones who it's like
Yeah,
the glue
yeah. So you
that
need
holds up
you
the
need
team.
a couple more of those kind of players in the squad that can like,
Say
yo,
even when I look at Manchester City, you
mm,
can look and say I think Manchester City might be missing a leader in
yeah,
Aguero and those guys.
yeah,
If you notice that they won the league last time with Aguero, even though
yeah,
he didn't play a lot, but that is one of that's something there to me. That's one of the key elements in the
He,
team.
he, was,
I saw
yeah,
it with
he was
Vansa
there to
Company as
score in
well.
the final game.
Yeah. And I saw it
yeah,
with Vansa Company as well. I saw it with David Silva. So a lot of times, and I hear a lot of people, I tell them kids don't win leagues, bro, in terms of being immature in certain things. And even though it's not kids in the team, a lot of these guys, they might have won the league already, but they don't see no established certified leader.
yeah.
And
But
who is the established certified leader? It should be KDB, but I mean, look, you know what? I don't think KDB is a leader for me because I see
here,
Hazard
can
don't
I say a thing?
Hazard not. Mhm.
Sometimes a player might not be a captain or a leader, but the quality of a player also gives his teammates confidence.
Yeah,
You know what I mean? And sometimes when you lose a lot of players, you don't only lose the leadership what them bring, but and the calmness and all of that what them bring to certain stressful situations. You know what I mean? But you don't feel as confident even starting a game. You know what I mean? Because that's something
yeah,
where like most of us would have experienced when I play football. Like if certain man are up on the side and you go play a match, you kind of worry a little bit more. You know what I mean?
yeah.
Yeah. So,
Penalty
mm,
to Leeds. Rafinha, the
mm,
Brazilian, has
yeah.
scored.
Okay.
So that's 1-0 to Leeds. Arsenal is absolutely dismantling Everton.
Yeah,
So
but
it's
have they
four
oh
one
four?
for
Okay.
Arsenal. Gabriel, that is the Brazilian defender.
Yeah. Swedish Suarez scored actually. 2 goals in 3 minutes there.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
Arsenal at the point of where Everton is comfortable, because
Yeah.
Everton probably
Everton
drink.
on the beach.
Yeah, they probably drank some points and add some.
Yeah. Salah coming on for Liverpool. Salah being introduced.
Heads are in hands at the Etihad, so
Yeah, man.
the tension is rife. But as I said, Primo, I think like I've been watching the league for a while now, so I can tell you that sometimes it's
Mm.
that type of leadership and all of those things.
Yeah.
It plays a lot in a lot of scenario, man. And I
Yeah.
think people underestimate the decisiveness that a steady leader can have
Yeah,
in
man.
a
That's
team.
true.
You don't even have to be the best player. I don't think Roy Keane was the best player in Manchester when he was playing like Manchester United, but that man had the most heart.
Yeah.
No.
And he had quality. So yeah, art and quality. The thing about KDB is this: Hazard is not on any farm, right? And when you're in Belgium, Hazard is the one leading the team.
Yeah.
You get to my Primo, like
Yeah.
you should be the one taking up the team by the scruff of your neck and
At
say,
this
"Watch
point,
out."
at this point.
At this point,
Yeah.
Eden Hazard shouldn't be leading you. So it's just one of those things.
So
Uh,
just a Salah is on now.
Yeah, man.
yeah, man. Salah came on.
Replacing
I was
Diego
checking the
Jota.
scores though around the league. Yeah, it's only the
Sterling is on for
Arsenal.
Man City.
Yeah. Only the
Uh
Arsenal game where it has a bunch of goals in it. Everything else pretty close except for Tottenham
And
and
Kulusevski,
anything from Norwich?
no,
Anything from
same
Norwich?
tuner. Still the same
Kulusevski
tuner.
almost scored, but he bundled over himself and made a weak shot.
Nothing from Pookie. Nothing from Pookie.
Eh, eh. Son Young Min. So you know what this mean?
God.
The golden boot guy is on. So that and Salah's gotten a dip in form now. I think he has only 2 goals from open play since in the last 16, if I'm not
So the
mistaken.
quadruple is on for Liverpool then.
According to Liverpool fans, the
It's still
quadruple has
on, you
never
know.
been off.
It's still on, you know.
The quadruple is on.
One
Like to me, I don't
one
want to
Salah
call it,
goal, you
but
know.
boy, may I tell you, I don't want to call it. But if Liverpool scores right
One
now, I
Salah
think
goal and it's
Aston
over,
Villa
you
will
know.
score. I think if Liverpool scores right now,
Those, but
Callum Wilson,
City need
I
the
see it. I
goals.
should have signed this player now. Callum Wilson with a double.
He scored again? He
Mm.
scored a wow.
Alan Saint Maxim. Hey, Callum Wilson is a
So
very good striker, you know?
back from injury.
Yeah, I think Newcastle is
And
going to keep him because even if they sign a big striker, I think he's going. He's a very good striker for them. He has come through when
yeah.
they needed him. So
But eventually they're going to phase out all of these players, you know.
yeah. But I think he's making
When they
mistakes.
start to spend the money. Yeah, he could be the one. He could be one to be a backup
Mm.
to that striker, whoever that striker is.
Well, I mean, I tell them, I don't know.
But it's hard to say the majority of those. I think Bruno
It
as well
is
could be one of those players to stay.
sorry to poke knives in
A
your
goal
in your
for
works.
Norwich,
A goal for Spurs again. Kulusevski in the
son,
64th minute makes up for that error.
again.
Antonio
Wow.
Rudiger saluting the stands and leaving. That is a big miss for us. Rudiger
Yeah,
going to Manchester
going to
or
Real
Real Madrid
Madrid.
next season. So that's I guess I will be starting watching more Real Madrid games. But I mean Tony Rudiger has been very
Yeah,
vital
at one
to our
point the
And
play.
best
think
defender
and
in the league this season.
Aspi leaving as well, and Alonso
Yeah, and
leaving as
Christian's
well.
sleeping.
So the
So that's
defense
four
line.
players. Christian's
Yeah,
going to
so they need a
Barcelona.
brand new defense.
Yeah.
What's your opinion
Yeah.
on this new ownership?
I mean, it's not even confirmed as yet because there's a lot
Oh.
of stuff like think I don't know. So there's a lot of
Yeah,
stuff
true.
going on in
It,
there. But I think the ownership group, I see they're currently in US where them have like a baseball team doing well and stuff. But I
mm,
think it's a Todd Bowley is leading the consortium.
mm,
But I'm not too sure because I know that the Asian and the European those type of ownership would normally pump money into the sport because
yeah,
a lot of them are more fans of the sport. But
yeah,
the
mama,
Americans are
yeah,
more business people. They are not necessarily fans of
Come up City.
soccer, as they
yeah,
call it.
yeah. The
Brilliant
culture
go
of the
by
club
color. Hmm.
could change, or
Gunners
most
firing
likely will
on all
change.
cylinders, but boy, the cylinder then no make the
This is
that
too late, you know. 'Cause we collapsed versus Newcastle. I didn't think we turn up at all against Newcastle. From the first minute,
Mm.
it was all Newcastle.
I think, to be
Still
honest
nothing
with
from
you,
Man City.
mm, City look like them done and dusted, man. On to City. Let's check on City.
No, them
Still
look
down 1-0.
predictable right now.
But this is the thing though. So if you bring on
And they need
Bochum,
2 goals. Them need 2 goals. One goal
Mm-hmm.
is not enough for them right now.
They've had one shot on target the whole game. 13 shots attempted, one on target.
um,
And Villa looks very dangerous on the break, you know. They have a
oh,
break
them
right
say
now
I'm
with,
gonna
with
still not go on.
Coutinho and
Good.
Watkins.
Olivier Giroud on his way to another title, I guess. Olivier
What?
scored on a Milan, no.
Yeah.
AC Milan, he scored the goal. 1-0 is leading
Oh,
now.
so it's over now, you know. All right, so
yeah,
that's dead.
that.
That's over.
What over?
And over man at 17 minutes, man ain't gone the G. Yo, brother, the player that
So
do
the game
like
just kick off.
anybody any if I had a club running and I'm a manager, I
Yeah.
would have every player coming in, every young player watch Olivier Giroud in terms of his professionalism.
Yeah.
He's one of the most consummate professional I've seen in
It's
terms
Salah.
of him not really agitate your club, even though
Yeah.
we were sitting on the bench in the last moments, and I think some people was done. Is it the same thing Cream about veteran? But
Yeah.
Olivier Giroud is a World Cup winner, FA
Yeah.
Cup winner, league winner. You see me? So
Mm.
a lot of these things to me add to your team. And I
Yeah, man.
think that's where Arsenal probably to me if they're looking to sign, because
Mm.
they have a great young core to me.
Mm.
So they're looking to sign in the market. I think they should look towards some type of veteran leadership who has also won some trophies, who can
Yeah.
bring that type of winning mentality into the camp.
I think they tried that when with the Willian and Wayne name and it never work out. So they might be a little bit
Oh, oh,
not so
Aubameyang.
happy to pull the trigger on something like that again.
Aubameyang.
No, Willian and
Party.
David Luiz, for them they bring in from Chelsea.
Oh,
But then
Louis.
Aubameyang,
the,
I think the thing with Aubameyang is just his personality.
But,
Abba going to
but
be Abba.
they,
You know what I mean? Abba is more of a jovial person. I don't say Abba as a captain.
yeah,
You know what I
yeah,
mean?
and
that's
He's
the
a
that's the
big
same
vibes man.
situation he was in at Dartman, you know.
Yeah,
He was at Dartman indisciplined and we got
yeah,
him. That's the only reason why we got him, you know, because of his discipline.
yeah. It's like when you give them the vibes man, the captain arms man. You know, most excel arms out for going, brother.
yeah, like and then the same thing I think they did over at certain man of your coach team though. If
Yeah,
you
man.
lead the team.
Yeah. As much as he's a better player than Lacazette, Lacazette is a better leader. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
But that is
and
true
a
though. They don't have
harder
a
worker.
out captain, and that's what them need for fine.
Um, Bernardo Silva is out for City. Gundogan comes on.
It's an
Oh,
approach.
Liverpool.
And the thing with City, there's no player to bring on. Who you
Yeah,
bring on? I think maybe apart from Maris, there's no big impact player for City
No,
to come on
because
and
they
change the
bring on
game.
a player is the same way they're going to play.
It's at the same level. Chance for Coutinho.
Mm.
What a goal! It's 2-0 to Villa.
You see what I
Jesus
said?
Christ.
What did I say,
It's
Eddie?
over.
It is going to change from
Coutinho.
Aguero to
Jesus Christ.
Coutinho.
It Coutinho.
Coutinho.
Wow.
Coutinho.
the
My
collapse.
word.
Staggering.
Listen, this
Staggering.
is a quadruple for something there.
My word.
There's no more
My
Liverpool can
word.
expect Steven Gerrard to do.
My word. My word.
Has bottled it. Absolutely bottled it.
What a
It's not
cut.
done.
Liverpool,
Come on,
Liverpool now
Edison.
just needs a goal.
Come, no, come on, Edison. Come on, man.
Liverpool
Coutinho
one
did it for
goal away from
Liverpool.
winning the Premier League.
Spurs is 4-0. Some young men has scored. So you know that Salah needs to score now.
And
Salah
Tottenham
needs
have
to score
solidified
now.
their Champions League.
Salah needs to score now.
Hands on
I
Edison.
can't
Are we going to get
I
another
can't believe it.
Aguero? Can
I
City
can't
come back
believe
from this?
Listen, I told you it
20
was going
minutes
to
to
change
go.
from Aguero to Kuti. Listen, Eddie, me say, I
What
don't
to
want to, but there's nothing more
20
we can
minutes to
ask
go.
Steven Gerrard to do.
we're waiting on the fans to hear
Mm-mm.
to see
No
the
man,
reaction of the fans at Anfield. I don't think them hear the
if
score yet.
Liverpool score now,
Mm.
I can't believe
Liverpool on the
this.
attack.
Can't believe this. Eddie,
but is that a penalty? Is that a penalty to Liverpool? We're looking at a VAR now. Is that a penalty to Liverpool?
I don't say anything like that yet.
No, no.
Burnley has scored, but
Willie Bally. They checked it for handball, but he got away with it.
Burnley on the way out.
no, they have scored
Now
back a goal, so they
imagine the
tried to
cap.
claw back their way in.
If them and go
News
somebody need
had
to snatch up the
news.
White McNeil.
Listen,
I know the
yo,
Liverpool fans know the score.
what a player.
I see why
But
them not.
listen,
But
I can't.
what if we get a goal from Wolves? What if we get a goal from Wolves?
Wolves
There's
lucky
a
there
chance
that
here.
penalty wasn't given.
Listen,
Yeah,
can't understand.
but Wolves on the attack. Can we get a goal from Wolves?
Firmino and
Shot coming
Faketa.
in. Tipped over.
Liverpool match.
Yeah, man, I tell me say the odds for Aston Villa to win today
Alisson with a good save.
was $13. It seems that Spool has scored, you know.
Wow.
Hold on.
No man, they not score.
I'm not score yet. Hold on. I watch the Liverpool game and I say nothing there.
Oh yeah, I watch it.
Liverpool just need one
I'm
goal
a
in
little
yo.
bit behind though, but I'm nothing there.
No, yo. We can't believe
What
the
a
Pep back.
what a
We
head.
can't believe the paper backlit to box cover. You know, see, in the week, you know, Eddie, I was saying to my friend, what a thing is goes to. Remember, I was saying one more goal for them and four more
I can't
goals for.
believe this.
It is not finished.
I have cash on my bench, you know. And that hurt me, you know. I have cash, Matty cash on my bench. Goal and clean sheet right now. Yo, City look done, yo. Alright, KDB. Space ahead of him. Still KDB. Sterling. Oh, over the bar from KDB. Sterling for shoot. The game set up for Salah, you know. Imagine a Salah goal.
Ooh. Liverpool
Can't believe this,
a
I'm
quick
City.
break, but ball given away.
Can't believe it. Alright, look at me for watch the Liverpool game now. Because
Spurs 5 goals to nil.
the captain KDB.
Who
Young
scored?
Ming's son.
Who that? The captain KDB.
Golden boot gone.
Jesus Christ. Me take the captaincy from son, you know.
Yeah,
Me
man,
take
I made it up.
Me take the captaincy from son and get KDB.
Leicester 2 goals to nil. Jamie Vardy, the forgotten legend.
How much years left one son contract?
Having a party.
Son, when name Ming Young?
Oh, Young Ming's son?
Yeah.
No, not too sure.
Because waste them goal at Tottenham, you know, bro. You know, if City lose the league, though, they're going to spend like crazy.
What?
They might take everybody, you know, so...
If City win the league, we're doomed.
Yeah.
We're doomed, man. If City win the league, we're doomed because the man are going to take everything what you could get.
Yeah, man. The man, they're going to poach, man.
Wolves. All them Wolves.
He signed the extension, 2025 him gone.
Oh, okay. So you have to have a whole heap of money for buy
Yeah,
him then.
him not leave,
Ooh.
man.
Yeah, man.
Sorry, Kane, no,
One and
2023.
one for Wolves. 1-1. Jeez. Chance for Wolves. 1-1 with Allison.
Who get it? Jimenez again?
But no goal. Jimenez. Poor cross
Kind of the first time that him
to the
get
other
through.
attacker.
Okay, and the first time that him get
Yeah,
through a
so
bit.
beat the offside.
Mm.
But Liverpool can't make it.
Right it.
What? A goal? I want to give you, sir.
So
Oh,
Liverpool attacking the cap.
City
Oh, this
scored.
is the 1-1. Jesus Christ. Yes, that was a terrible
City
cross.
score.
Yeah, Gundogan. Elkai
Alright, City
Gundogan.
score finally. Gundogan the substitute.
Okay.
Super sub. Super sub.
The Manuel Pepper always a dasher.
Who got the assist? Mr. Goal.
I try it, no register it, man. Okay.
The moment me switch from the City goal, the City score.
Well said. So nail biting time now, though.
Foul.
What City need 2 goals. So they
Man,
need one. They needed
14
three.
minutes to play.
They needed three.
We're in a City game or Liverpool.
No, I'm saying City needed. Oh
But right now,
No,
City
time
need
man.
one goal still,
no, City need 2 goals. City needs to win.
Yeah, to secure it, but they could.
Secure it.
Yeah, but they could take one as long as Liverpool low score again.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, but I feel so
As
Liverpool are
long
going to
as
score
Liverpool
again.
low score again. But what I want is a Wolves goal.
Really?
Shift up things. Shake up things a little bit.
Boy, no,
Shake up the
man.
place.
Wolves I tried some time wasting.
What man? Them make his goal. Them score
City
everywhere.
score again.
I tell you,
City
man,
score again.
the machine turn
City.
on, man.
Rodrigo. City again.
When the
Rodri.
machine turn
2-2.
on, brother.
I tell you now, trouble. City again. What a goal, Rodrigo.
Yeah, they just went from 4 shots on target to 2 shots on target. I mean,
Man.
2 shots on target to 4.
Looks to
So
be what
that means that
looks to be KDB assist. It's on again, It's on. No chance for the keeper. So that's 2 goals in what? 4 minutes?
mm-hmm.
So it's as you were again, As you were.
Pool on the attack, So the shot saved by the keeper.
Roger has been scoring some big goals, Some important goals.
So less than 15 minutes of regular time to go in most of the matches.
Yeah, man. So who score pretty much win the league, Who score next?
Next goal win the league. Our next goal
But if the
allowed
two of
lose
them
the
score.
league.
Shot again. Oh, over.
As you were again.
City pushing, man. Energy is back in the Etihad. They're going to pull a Everton 2-0 down. It's a foul referee. Liverpool pushing. Oh. See a shock.
Yeah, no.
The second goal shake you up.
Mm.
Goal! Goal! City! Gundogan! City! KDB to Gundogan! It's over!
I think Liverpool, they
It's
say Liverpool.
over!
Liverpool look like the Nana art. Look like Liverpool now, so the
Wow!
man them too love up and still give up.
What a game! What a game!
They only had to
What
score
a
one goal.
Gundogan saved the game, yo. What a substitute.
Yeah, man.
Gundogan changed the game. My word. What a ball, KDB. And a platter. Play of the year now. See. You see, in games like this, play of the year. What a
How long it
ball.
take them to score them 3 goals?
Simple tap in for Gundogan.
How long it take them to score
Probably
them
10
3
minutes. About 10 minutes.
Yeah.
10, 12 minutes.
Aston Villa throw this man.
And them have 8 minutes to go. Them go and score again, you know.
But you see, Aston, you see,
The fans them man is like aware a while
you
again.
know what I tell you is the big problem? Liverpool never scored. You see, Liverpool
My
never
word.
scored. Pressure City. So
Yeah.
even though City was 2-0 down,
You don't put the
never
pressure
did,
upon them, man.
yeah, they never did nothing make City to make no mistake.
They never score.
So City comfortable straight through.
Liverpool fans crying here.
Oh, the news reach. News reach them.
Yeah, man. The news reach.
Yeah, man.
The
No
Giant has
quadruple,
awoken.
man.
The Giant has awoken and done away with Aston Villa.
But if there's anybody can do this in a city, you know.
Yeah, man.
And don't be surprised if they score again. You know.
That's why you
8
hear me
minutes
say
to go.
if City lost the league, you know, it's more of them throwing it away more than anything else. Or it would have been more them lose it to themselves more.
We know them capable of.
Yeah.
And them capable of doing this.
Wolves away. Wolves not sleep neither, you know.
Man, Liverpool heartbreak now, man.
Yeah, man. Yeah, you can see some walking going on upon the field with the Liverpool players.
Yeah, man. Heads down.
Yeah.
Because them know if them score is still not enough.
Yeah.
Nah, lie, when Coutinho scored, you know.
You say you thought it was over. Ooh!
Yeah, I thought it was over.
Diaz almost score. Deflection.
Chance?
Yeah, man. Deflection. Deflected off.
But Liverpool needs to score, you know, because if Villa get a final minute goal.
Good block there by the defender.
Liverpool score.
From the corner?
Liverpool score. They score, yeah. Fabinho. Is Fabinho? Salah score. So the golden boot race is on again.
Yeah, sneak the
Salah score.
Yeah, but that I don't that not gonna be enough.
Unless it's too late, man.
Salah score.
Them a German. Them a
Yeah,
German.
man. I don't think Salah understand.
So who are leading at the golden boot now?
Son.
Son, how much
He
it
knew it was
scored
not
to?
reach Salah, man. Salah never get the memo.
Son scored 2.
Yeah.
I think the
Yeah,
golden boot tie.
Them tie.
They tie now, man. But
So
Salah
it
never get the
gonna come
memo.
down to appearances
So
now.
City score.
I
Them
don't.
a,
Huh?
them a share it, man. For them.
What? Goal score again.
Full City.
Why them a celebrate?
Why? Who will celebrate?
What going? Liverpool fans are celebrate. I thought that no.
Oh, them score.
Oh,
That's what.
I don't know why them a celebrate. So like
Oh,
like some
Arsenal
people
score
never
again
get the
too.
news.
Odegaard score for Arsenal 5-1.
I don't ever want to hear that today.
25 shots to
Arsenal
4.
joke out this thing, you know.
25 shots to 4. Them have some growing to do, man. Them a little boy in the big man game. When you look on the actual facts of the situation. They have some growing to do. Brentford get a
3-3.
red card.
Hold on. I want to go on.
Sergio Canos get a red card. What you say?
I want to go on.
Or the Leeds game. Leeds leading.
Let me check.
Leeds, draw to draw.
Yeah, but Brentford, yeah. Brentford have a red card though.
Hey, you want to see Pep? Pepton conductor. Pepton big
Brighton
old
lead West
conductor.
Ham now. Brighton lead West Ham.
City need another goal, man.
Villa now nothing else left in them, man.
Yeah, them do for them part already.
Yeah, Villa, like you
That's
get
So
2
nobody
goals out
can
of
blame
Villa, be
them.
grateful,
Sorry,
bro.
Villa give them the opportunity. Pool needed to score
Yeah, man.
when Villa was too low.
Yeah.
Pool needed to score.
Yeah. So put on the pressure. Ashley Young coming on to Villa.
I feel like Wolves get although Villa score 2 goals, I feel like Wolves give Liverpool a harder time. Liverpool have a harder match than City.
Liverpool had the much more difficult game.
Yeah, man.
And see, City is
Wolves
wasting.
created a lot of chances, you know.
Yeah, man.
And City is just wasting time now.
Less than 5 minutes to go at Anfield. Regular time.
But I think Liverpool never gave themselves a chance to win the league.
Yeah.
Liverpool in a match, you hear say, yeah, man a lead over us a too low. And you still like, me not understand you.
No, because them get comfortable. Them get comfortable.
Yeah, I think they don't look like they wanted to win this league. From here 2 low. When you're 2 low, you should have hope 2 goals. I led 3-1. When City hear that, City have panic. Because then City would make more calculated opportunities. City win the league. It's over.
Me not say that yet, you know. Any little set piece for Villa.
Over, man. Me I tell you, man, it's over.
Laporte can make a mistake and give up a penalty. Me not call it yet. Me not call it yet.
Right now, me there so I look on Leeds and Burnley. Leeds is staying up at the moment.
To how the game I go, me not call it yet.
Whoa, the Liverpool. Liverpool a bit too casual with a chance there.
Liverpool score again. 3, Robertson.
See me tell you, Chelsea finished full time 3-1. Chelsea finished full time 3-1. Liverpool a joker.
Them still are celebrating.
Robertson
Why are they
3-1.
celebrating?
They say because they look like so nobody over there on the phone to tell them say, oh,
No,
them
it's
Nobody
not
not
lose
tell
it's a
them.
again.
it's a partial celebration. Partial celebration.
So Chelsea
So
Well,
solidified
Liverpool
themselves.
got there in the end, 3-1.
yeah. I would have been disappointed still.
So they know listening for the City
Yeah, to
scores
see
right
if
now.
anything can happen,
That's all they
if
can do.
Aston Villa can pull off something.
4 minutes at the Etihad, 4 minutes stoppage time. 4 minutes stoppage time. Okay, get the champagne ready. Get, get the champagne ready. Get the trophy ready.
Listen, I'm telling you, Man City just a waste right now, right now.
Edison is down injured though.
Yeah, me
Edison
tell
is
you
down
that.
injured, so you expect more than the 4 minutes stoppage time.
Expect which more than 4 minutes. Stop it, Eddie. If you get 2 minutes
No,
out of that four,
no man, Edison is injured enough, so you have to put him at the time.
Roll him off on the
Yeah,
field. Quick,
Edison
get
like
him
him
on the
really
field.
injured. He might
I'm
forget
telling
substitute.
you that if you get 4 minutes,
He might forget
Liverpool
substitute.
Liverpool get them opportunity and throw it.
Wait, they don't have any
Jimenez
more
let down
subs?
Wolves twice
Started.
today. You know, Jimenez let down Wolves today. Now, him should have scored at least one of them chances when him get.
You know when some side primo and they going on a final game thinking, oh, we can't win. We just got to come out and play. If anything, anything.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. Last match always challenging, cause someone gone on vacation already.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Someone done board the plane and gone home already.
3-0. I see me in half time. I see
Yeah.
me with
Yeah.
this time.
Yeah,
Mentally check out.
yeah, man.
Mentally them check out and not tell nobody else. Your players just check out.
That's how it stay, man. And it's the end of a very long season.
Yeah.
And the last two seasons have been longer than than regular. You know what I mean? Chance there for Salah, but easy save for the keeper. Jimenez, get where you know. Let's see what he does with it. Nothing.
Nothing.
Nothing. Yeah, so 4 minutes here, so too. Liverpool versus Wolves, them play a minute and a half out of 30. Season wrap up, people. What you thought of the season?
Well, up and down season.
Yeah,
A lot of break with the COVID pandemic. Stopping a lot of progress.
yeah,
Um, they didn't get the best. I don't think all the teams were at their best. A lot of injuries, a lot of
yeah,
disappointments. As I said earlier, teams didn't make use of the January transfer market, especially Arsenal. So
yeah,
some teams strengthened and others didn't, and that cost a lot of teams. But at the end of the day, it's the EPL, and we're always going to have the drama.
yeah.
And the last 5 or so set of games, we had a lot of excitement, and we're seeing it now. Still a lot of drama, excitement on the final day as usual, as we expected. So all in all, not the best of seasons, but
Yeah.
it still was a decent enough season.
You know what? I would say though, yeah, personally we might feel a way for our teams, but I think when you look at the table, it's fair how things ended.
Yeah.
I think it's fair how the season finished.
Hmm.
A lot of teams might feel like lost a lot of points because of the pandemic or whatever, but
It's over. It's over the Etihad, the final whistle. Man City did it.
it's a
It's
championes.
over. Yeah, champions.
Um, yeah, about 45 seconds to go at Anfield.
Yeah, continue.
Yeah, man. We just say
Yeah,
it's
we don't
just
care about Anfield at this time.
as I said though,
See,
it's fair. I think when you look back at the table, I don't think nobody can complain when them side finish. You can want more, but you can't really feel like you really
yeah,
deserve a
true,
lot more. You know what I
Listen,
mean?
I think
true.
two things beat my team in terms of challenging for the time.
Yeah,
Number one, we buy one dummy striker. We're gonna say certain things and just mess up the whole season. And
yeah,
then he never that score and he go get injured.
You buy a cone.
Number two is like, how would I put it now? There's a lot of injuries with the Real. Reece James out, Mason Mount out, Lukaku out, Ben Chilwell
mm,
out. So in a space of like a month, I lose four key members of my team. Chilwell for the season. Reece James miss out like a month or so. Mason Mount been in and out of the lineup. Lukaku just the same. So I think with all of that being said, like as I said, Primo,
yeah,
everybody finished where they deserved based on everything that happened in the league. You
yeah,
can't really necessarily complain. I don't think Man City ended up dominating the league as they think they could have, even though they finished with this amount of points. But
yeah,
it never felt, even after
Mm-hmm.
Liverpool was coming back, it never felt
yeah,
as dominating as it could have been before. I think Liverpool has to take into consideration great character as well. What Liverpool, when Liverpool lost this title was at Tottenham, right? Because I think when Liverpool drew at Tottenham, they never expected Manchester City to actually something there drop any more points, but it
yeah,
seems like it fell to them as well again. So
yeah,
that's where I think even the City game that they drew, in themselves they're saying that okay, City is going to go away with this. So in those moments, sometimes you have to really think. But um, what can I say? Liverpool has had a brilliant season. City has had a good season because I wouldn't say City had a brilliant season because they had to run for their lives to the end of the season, and they only managed to win it. Winning the league is a very big deal, but I mean, in terms of what they probably set out to do from the season start, they would have taken a league title.
yeah,
Chelsea would have taken a
Yeah,
Champions League spot, even though you probably would have wanted more. Liverpool can find solace in saying that
mm.
they still have the Champions League to play for.
Which I
Um,
think they will win.
yeah. Well, that is up for debate still
man. Come
because
on, come on. Ala Madrid. Ala
I think
Madrid.
I
Them are
think
gonna
Madrid
win.
are going to win it still, but
Mm.
it all depends on how
It's
things
one
go.
match. That's why I'm feels that Liverpool are going to win. If it was over two legs,
I mean,
the
yeah,
one
but
match thing,
I think one match, but then I think like who's going to guard Vinicius? Who's going to defend Vinicius?
I don't think it's going to come down to a one-on-one thing. It could
No,
be.
but I'm saying based on where
Yeah.
Vinicius plays and Trent and stuff, I think there's a lot of and then there's the factor of this. I think the difference will be what
Mm,
Casemiro does in the midfield if he doesn't get
mm,
any cards. Because I think Casemiro seems to be the reincarnated Ramos and Pepe.
yeah.
You know that like enforcer in a Real Madrid team where depending on how he gets out. But as I say, it's setting up to be a cracking game. I think this game that Liverpool played today, you can see that they just wanted the season to finish.
Yeah.
If you really look at it in a primo, even though they had a chance, they're still saying they didn't have a chance. Now look at it, Eddie. I don't think Liverpool, knowing if they had a chance, knowing that
Mm,
City was down 2-0, would have still been 1-1. Because
yeah.
Wolves was
Yeah, but
dominating the game in terms of opportunities,
I would
and
say
it
them
just
was dominating the
not
game.
dominating,
Yeah,
but
it
yeah,
was a tough it
exactly.
But
was
they
a
were a
tough
threat.
game for
They were
them,
a
man.
threat on the counter.
So I
Until they get
mean,
the second goal.
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
I was banking on
Alright,
an upset,
lads.
Yeah.
but I mean, yeah,
Yeah.
it is how it is. I don't, I've no,
Lads, it's been 2 hours, lads, and I
Mm,
don't think we're going to go any further.
yeah,
yeah.
So I
yeah,
want to thank you guys for sticking around. Thank you for the
Yeah, man.
participation.
No
Coming on
problem.
Edivision and giving your views. Guys. Go over there and support Mr. Prima Vision. Go over there and support CC Sports Lab.
All right.
Like, share, and subscribe to everybody. It's been fun. Congratulations to Man City. Congrats to Spurs. And congrats to Leeds for staying up. Leeds are up, right?
Hold
Yeah, I
on,
didn't
hold
look
on.
back
Congrats
at
for
the
all
totals, but
those.
I don't think much
Yeah,
changed
check back
though.
the Leeds thing for me. Yeah,
Standings.
so big up all those clubs. Big up the fans of
Yeah.
those clubs. Big up
Burnley
all the
gone,
Leeds has
persons who
stayed
Liverpool
got
up.
a
gone,
lot of
Norwich
points
Leeds,
gone.
today.
Leeds won the game, 2-1. So they
Yeah.
have stayed up.
Yeah, man. So
So
big up to
everything has
Leeds.
been settled.
Um,
Golden boot has
Special
been
big up
shared.
to Man City. I can't say that enough.
Yeah. So Mohamed Salah has
Yeah,
finished
big up
top of the
Salah.
goal standings with the
Big up
assists as well.
Son.
Big up Salah, big up Son, yeah. So you don't know. Go. Yes, so
Yeah,
guys,
man. It's been
yeah.
a great morning, a great live. Lot of
Mm.
excitement.
Uh, bless up.
So, signing out.
Yeah.
Bless up.
Bless.